The Bible doesn't have any objective evidence for its truth. And you're welcome to present one to me. One, the Bible.
The teachings of Jesus, but this is just me saying this, are obviously the teachings of God.
We were talking about objective evidences, and that's what it's not subjective opinion. I mean, I can look at the Quran and say the Quran sounds like it's God's words. You're not going to accept that as evidence. So what you have is objective evidence that you can present as a Christian that the Bible is from God.
The conquering of the entire Roman Empire.
So if Constantine accepted Christianity, therefore Christianity is true, how does that follow logically?
Well, that's one aspect of it. If the church took over the
argument. By the way, Muslims had the biggest empire in history, you could say. And we're talking about 100 years from Prophet Muhammad. You're not going to accept that as evidence because that's not.
I would say that God worked through the Muslim thing. I wouldn't say that means Islam is true, but I do think that is something where the hand of God was working. So I wouldn't say.
How does that make Christianity true?
How does that make Christianity true?
Yeah, if you don't say that it makes Islam true, because Muslims
because I would say the difference is
greater empire. By the way, a way greater empire than just Constantine. The only reason Christianity spread in the Roman Empire is because of Constantine, and also it was the demolition of Christianity because, of course, he's the one who established the council. He was the emperor, of course. So when he accepted the faith, then the subject accepted the faith after him. That's just common sense. So, but Muslims who actually did not have Constantine or Kurusu or any of these big major empires, except Muslims fought against the Roman Empire and defeated them. Actually, in an army of both the Roman empires. So, if you really want to talk about expansion and whatever, and believers doing something, Islam would be the example, not Christianity. I'm saying with Christianity now. That's not. I'm saying with Christianity now, because you do not know what the first believers that were going around teaching were teaching. That's again my point. You don't have anything reliable from them. I'm going to make that because I believe that the followers of Jesus was preaching the same thing I believe. One true God, worthy of worship. He didn't preach eternity. But I'm going to ask the question. Yeah, I'm going to ask the question again. That's not objective evidence, Ben, my friend, to say that just because religion spread in a particular place in the world, that therefore this religion must be true. That doesn't follow logically. So when I ask for objective evidence that from the Bible that proves the Bible, you have to give me an actual example.